And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Will kick it away first. From inside his own
I'm good, thank you.
Help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will start this game off. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Turning it on! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Payne. Ripping up the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. And wings it incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go thin.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the 1st, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th.
What are you doing, bro? Can you get from back there?
Good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity to put 3 on the board.
So Wisconsin's offense will go to work for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And 2 guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on third down. That was a completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your second drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early as possible, and getting that completion on third down was big.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over. Take it.
There was a ring where they have slicing the meat. Like, I don't like you just slice it, right? And then Nick comes out of nowhere and scared the fuck out of me. He goes, Isabella, you might want to move this away from the wall. Because he's just on the other side. And I'm just going, boink, dink, dink, dink. And I was like, oh, sorry, I didn't know. He's like, no, they should have pulled this out. I was like, because he probably was annoyed about like this.
Yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so.
Damn, that was nasty.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He leaves it with his back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, on second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's LeBoy. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Husker! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Awesome job by the linebacker. Using the quarterback side, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball scores. Just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
He'll bring it back, looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody staying in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Second that groove.
Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to the run. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end down the gut. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Red pass, it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Bowie. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Just keeps slinging it. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Badgers. The AT unit on the field.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. First play of the drive comes from the 22. First play of the drive wants to throw. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Nebraska. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, and making the big play.
On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They're quickly in a 10-point hole, trailing 17-7 and needing to put together a drive. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stop just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
What a fantastic play there from the linebacker position. When you think about guys like Trev Alberts, Levante David, some of the Nebraska greats playing the linebacker spot, those guys were able to run. And because of that, they could get to the quarterback when blitzing. This guy with his speed is a guy that they need to deploy time and time again, getting after the quarterback. He's got some wheels.
Pulls it in. It's Toure. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, the ground game. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibility.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it's designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
The Badgers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Wisconsin. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. To the air on first down. Under fire. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Huskers will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now, I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's got him this time. Oh, what a move to get open. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback...
There he goes! And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Worked its way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO flick. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
And the Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets the give. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The defense was ready for that sneak attempt. They sealed up every crevice, nowhere to go.
And you know it's a predictable situation. You know it's short yards. They want to run the quarterback sneak. Got to get penetration. And linebackers, boy, they got to jump over the pile, go meet him in the backfield. Nice job by the D.
Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play. A break to check him out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's the handoff. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Cornhuskers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Holds and fires complete to the right.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Stevens. Finds a crease at the 20. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. They'll throw it back on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Yeah, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10. Looking for room. It's Parker. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun 1st half between these rivals. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Touré. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Right down the middle.
That's
Picked off. Not the 2nd half start they'd hoped for. Got room on the return. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Husker. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And what a great job by the linebacker that time. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, sitting in zone coverage. QB stared his target down. Not only does he pick it off, but he shows you the athleticism athleticism, taking it back all the way for a touchdown.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Tough linebackers getting after quarterbacks. The Huskers have a rich tradition of that.
Yeah, and you think about the black shirts, and you hear that if you're a Nebraska fan, you know exactly what that means. Guys that are different, guys that see it, that hunt it, that go get the football like this guy just did.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Let's see what he can do with it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the route is on. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way home.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. give to the running back. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And the Badgers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Turning it on! And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Illegal block.
Sometimes you dial up the right place, sometimes you get the right penalty. Either way, it's a third down conversion for this offense. First down here for the offense. Power football with the run. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
To the air on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Ncaa. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Ncaa. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Behind the chains now on second and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Huskers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Cornhuskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Found a bunch of room and They've got it to the 44-yard line. The Huskers have their offense in high gear.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting a huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
Military stun! Military stun!
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly deep downfield. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
How about that? This team is way up in this game, and they're still taking shots in the fourth quarter. There is no let-up.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this third and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Makes a connection. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. The Cornhuskers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Punch it out of the air. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Grabs it in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Gonna swing it on second down. Wide open downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll move the tight end. They'll try to slam it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense has forced a couple of third downs, but they haven't been able to get off the field. Can they force the field goal attempt on 3rd and goal? Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
I was ready for this 4th down anyways. I know I need a touchdown on this drive, and I know I'm going for it. So now the situation is, what is my play to get it done?
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Let's it fly! Touchdown, Badger! Quick strike through the air for the score. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete. Charged loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field.
Start that joint, baby.
Short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll start this drive with a pass. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Catch in the middle. It's Ncaa. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll throw on 3rd down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And here comes the punt team. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, Dave. There he goes. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets him down to the 48. And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Etienne. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds. I've got to get tackled out of bounds. That's a really nice job.
And listen, offensively, you run the RPO, positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that first down. He's just playing above the X's and O's right now.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Oh.